Hello everybody! Today I'll be going over my study routine for learning Chinese. So I commit about an hour to learning Chinese every day, and I don't beat myself up if I don't do it every day because that's not the point of learning a new language. You don't want to make it like a chore. So I do, however, keep myself accountable by having a learning partner. And I think the best way to keep yourself practicing Chinese is to have someone to learn with. So I went on Conversation Exchange, and it does look a little sketch, not gonna lie, but you don't have to worry as long as you protect yourself. So here you can find a friend who wants to learn the language you speak and knows the language that you want to learn. If you set a time to chat every day, then you're forced to practice with them. And it's helpful to send your message in both languages so that you can help each other. I would recommend using WeChat since it's the app that most Chinese people have. If you really want to protect your identity, you can use an alias. And do not forget to hide your phone number in WeChat so that when you are friends that they can't see your phone number and other people can't find you by your phone number. So after I talk with my friend, I write down the corrections they give me and any new vocabulary I use. Now, for learning vocabulary, I like to use this list of 3,000 most common Chinese characters. Since it's listed in order of most frequently used, then you're learning the words that you would see most often. And I'm currently on about 500, but my goal is to learn 1,000 by the end of the year. But I don't know if that'll actually happen. We'll see. Anyways, here's what my daily vocabulary process kind of looks like. Keep in mind that I've already learned these characters and I'm really just reviewing. So if you're really learning vocabulary for the first time, I would recommend this kind of format. So I would write the character, pronunciation in Mandarin and Cantonese, a definition, and a sentence example. I think the most important part is the sentence example because sometimes a character by itself doesn't really tell you how you're supposed to use it. So when you have some context, some extra characters that go along with the character that you're trying to learn, you'll have a better idea of when to use it and how to use it. Although this list provides pinyin and a definition, sometimes I just really don't understand. So my favorite dictionary is MDBG, and it will be linked down below, but it has word and sentence examples, Mandarin and Cantonese pronunciation, and even stroke order for when the character is like super difficult and you don't know how to write it. I also keep a list at the front of my notebook of characters that I have trouble with so that I can review them from time to time. Now, a great way to practice your handwriting and learn some new vocabulary that you will actually use is to journal. Because when you journal, you're talking about things that you do every day or whatever's on your mind. It's how you express yourself. So when you're journaling in your target language here in Chinese, then you'll actually find out what you're missing that you need to learn. So some other ways to surround yourself with Chinese if you don't have family members or friends who can speak it with you is to watch shows in that language. So for Cantonese, I would recommend watching The House of 72 Tenants. There's a ton of episodes on YouTube. It's only half an hour long, and although it's a little silly and not really high production, I really like it. There's also subtitles, so if you can't catch what they're saying, you can always Google the subtitles. And then for Mandarin, since there's a lot more options, I would recommend just going on Viki and choosing one that you would actually like to watch. However, if you would like a recommendation, then I would recommend watching Autumn's Concerto. Although it's pretty old, I really like it, and it's one of my favorites still. So if you want to practice your reading, then I would recommend this website called Chinese Reading Practice. I know, super appropriate. So on this website, it has short stories with lots of help for you to understand whatever it is that you're reading. So when you glide your mouse over a character or a phrase, it will give you a definition and a pinyin. And then if you don't understand whatever it is that you're reading, there's also an English translation, which is super awesome. Now, if you want more of a guide to learning Chinese, then I would recommend going on Z Library and downloading a book there. You can search like learn Chinese, learn Mandarin, Cantonese, and those books will go more into like sentence structure and grammar that you can't really find elsewhere. And the awesome thing is that it's free. And then finally, I just wanted to share 2 Chrome extensions that I think are really helpful. So the first one is called Input Tools, and this pretty much is a handwriting keyboard. So similar to how you would type on a keyboard into a website, this just lets you handwrite your Chinese characters. And then the second one is called zhongwen Chinese English Pop-up Dictionary. So similar to the feature on Chinese reading practice where you can glide your mouse over a character and then you'll get the pronunciation and a definition, this is the same thing, but you can use it on any website that has Chinese characters. So it's great, even better. So I hope after watching this video you'll see that there's actually a lot of resources for you if you want to learn Chinese, and hopefully it motivated you to continue to learn. It's such a beautiful language, even though it's super hard to learn, but I love the way that the characters look. So it's a journey, we're gonna keep going. It's gonna take a while, but we got this. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. Bye!